Welcome to Small Business Showcase, where we meet small business owners who are making a difference and having an impact. And now, your host, Mark Rosenberger.
Hi, Mark Rosenberger, and welcome here. Another episode of Small Business Showcase. And you know what I get super excited about? When you find somebody who is passionate about what they do, they're good at what they do. In fact, they wow customers
Hey,
with how they do it. And they're having an impact and making a difference. It really fires me up to interview those folks. And today I am honored, thrilled, fired up to have Eriq Shipp, Eriq with a Q, a little different, Eriq with a Shipp with qHaul Junk Removal Company out of Denver, Colorado. And he's doing it right and doing a ton of great things. He's been in business since 6 June-ish of 2022. And he's been hauling junk and making people happy since then. So with that, Eriq,
hey,
excited to have you with me today.
it's an honor to be on your show. It's an honor for somebody to even care about my little small company, man. So I appreciate you, man. I thank
Uh,
you, and I hope we get some good stuff out of this for sure.
okay, hey, we will absolutely. So, we've had a chance to jabberjaw a little bit together, and I'm really intrigued with kind of the backstory. What was the motivation, the inspiration to get qHaul Junk Removal going and started? Kind of tell us the story.
So I would say it starts. I want to say it starts with like I was doing bricks. I was doing bricklaying. That's one of my first like construction jobs I really had, and I was in a bad situation in my life. I was just getting out of like being, I don't know, kind of on the wrong side of things with the law and everything. So I got out. I was in a halfway house. I was working like a slave. I was working for $12 an hour laying bricks. We did all the bricks in downtown Denver. We did all the granite down there, like big granite stone getting $12 an hour. It was crazy. 10-hour days, 12-hour days, whatever. So I'm asking my boss for a raise. I'm asking my boss for this, for that. He would send me on jobs unmanned, like with less men than we were supposed to have. He was like, bro, I only got 3 people. He's like, bro, you got Eriq. Like, who cares? Like, you got Eriq. Like, I was out there breaking my neck for him for real. And he's like, when you get your tools, I'll give you a raise. I got my tools, never got a raise. Well, when you get out the halfway house, I give you a raise, which don't make no sense. But he would say stuff to me like that. So it's kind of so it started with that. It started with seeing that even as hard as you work out here, it's really, I don't know, it's kind of hard to make it in the workplace, I feel like. Um that led me to going into sheet metal in the union. I just typed in skilled trades on Craigslist, and that was the first job that popped up. It actually wasn't even a union job. I ended up transferring from a non-union company to union because of the wages. But I found that they put me in school, and it felt like I was working towards something rather than just going to work every day, and don't know what's gonna happen. Um, so 7 years goes by with that. I did a 4-year apprenticeship. I got a whole degree and everything. I got an associate degree with it and everything through it. But they send you to school and they pay you while you're training. So while I was doing that, I was just saving my money, building my credit, learning financial literacy, kind of getting the God was working on me even though I didn't know it yet. But so I I bought my house. I got a little bit more comfortable with my house. I rented it out to cover all the expenses. It's bigger than what I can like afford by myself, but I rent out the rooms to cover all the expenses. It really pays for itself. So I'm kind of at a place where I'm stacking my money again with the job. My roommate that I ended up having, he had a little toy trailer, a little baby toy trailer, and he used to carry it around on like a Ford Fusion, like a sedan. He would drive it around town and drive all his tools around and stuff, and it just made me think. But he was a business owner. He remodeled like really high end homes, and he did really good work. But he was kind of a hippie. He would just do his job, get the money for a couple months rent, pay the rent, chill out. He wouldn't even work. He didn't care about the bottom line. It was just like, it's my freedom. So I started seeing that, and I'm seeing he's home 3 months out the year, and I don't know. I started kind of seeing that business ownership was where I wanted to be. I always loved, like, I really love sheet metal. Like, I love going to work every day. I don't know. I love seeing my work afterwards, and feeling proud to go pointing at buildings like, hey man, I worked on that. I worked on that. I
Right.
did this. Yeah, but um, I don't know. I'm not that in love. I wasn't married to it. I loved it, but I wasn't married to it. So I started. It was a joke. It started off as a joke. My name is spelled with the Q. When I used to do bad stuff, everybody used to call me Q baby. That's my name. That's my rap name and stuff. so, um, but so when I started, I was just like, don't call U-Haul, call qHaul. Just being funny though. And I started putting it out there, and it got some bites. Next Door was a really like game changer for me. Um, what is the other one? Next Door. I'm not sure. Oh no, Instagram. Instagram was the first one. I got my first big job. I got a clean out sheet. The city was gonna fine her like $1,000. She was teaching me. She taught me how to build walls up on my trailers, which is like our trademark now. We build our walls up really high. But she taught me that from that first job. And I feel like God has been putting those kind of lessons and those pieces in my life, because I feel like it's something that he really does want me to pursue all the way with, you know what I'm saying, with my full intention, full effort, everything. So it started off as a joke. Pretty soon I was making more money in those 4 hours after work, because I would just schedule. I would act like we were busy. I would say, hell yeah, we're busy until 5, man. We're busy until 3, but we come out after 3. We're all
Right.
booked up until 3. But that's really because I was at work. And customers would go with it though. They just wanted it done for a good price. And I was always giving good people good prices. I was always that was always part of my business model. I would rather get in more people's faces and interact and be their junk guy forever, rather than get this one little chunk right now, and not really nourish the relationship at all. But so I started doing it, started getting results. Pretty soon it was to where I was making $500 in the 3 hours after work, while going to work for 8 hours making $200. And even though I was making more than that with the benefits and whatever, like I don't know, it still didn't add up. I'm making double here and I'm working less half the hours here. It doesn't add up. That math doesn't add up. Even with a pension, with the insurance, I'll figure all that out. That was my
Right.
mind state. Um, so I just thugged it. You could see on my Instagram. I tried to show the whole process, but you could see we kind of just thugged it with the truck and trailer. I work with a couple local businesses who they didn't. I used to just go in and talk to local businesses and ask if I could use their dumpster. And like I'll pay them each month to use their dumpster. They would let me fill it up. Like they never let me fill it up all the way, but they would just let me use some of their space. And that's kind of how I started my business. Then I discovered the landfill, it was cheaper than doing 3 different guys. I
Right.
had 3 different Ethiopian guys that really helped me a lot, but it was different. I don't know. It was just easier. It was just less peace of mind. So I knew I needed a bigger truck. I sat there and I bid for my first truck on the job site with my boss and won it. And it's been kind of crazy. It's been a roller coaster since then, for real. But that's what got me here for sure.
That's a great story. And let's talk about the business specifically and how you take great care of clients and customers there. So, as you know, there's more than one or two junk removal businesses in the Denver business. And I know because I Googled to get junk removed, and that's how I found you. And there were
Yeah.
a bunch of, no Erics, but a bunch of people out there. What makes qHaul unique and different?
I just want to say our approach to everything, really. Like I feel like we don't take you choosing us as for granted as much as the other companies. We all do the same thing, and it's not hard to do our job good. And like I think, well, I guess it is, but it's not too hard. As long as you're putting effort into it, it's not hard to go get 300 reviews, because we see 5 customers a day and it's wham bam, thank you, ma'am. We're in and out. We get the stuff, we're out. As long as all the stuff is gone, and they should be happy customers, but we try to go the extra mile always. I try to really look at people's circumstance, because everybody comes to us for different reasons, and they're in different states of mind when they're going through, when they're getting rid of their stuff, so I try to take a personalized approach to it, while doing a great job, and
Yep.
making it affordable. Not like I don't. It's not like I'm just undercutting the industry at all. I do it for what I feel like it's worth. I have more space in my truck, so it's cheaper for me. Like, my bottom line is cheaper than most companies,
Right.
so I can't
Right.
afford to do it in my mind for less, so that's an aspect. But then we just try to go above and beyond. While we're out there with you, you got us, you got a guy with the truck who's gonna take care of you, as long as you're willing to, like, you can't work me crazy. You can't fill up half my truck and just think it's just because I got a good heart. Like, I still have to be a business in this, but I have
Right.
to. But we try to be a business with a heart, which is
Yeah.
different, I think, for business in general.
I think business with a heart sums it up very well. One of the things that impressed me, of course, again, I'm searching. I need some stuff taken out of my basement and garage. I don't know anybody from anybody. They're all just a website to me. But
Yeah.
somebody had over 328 5-star reviews. How the heck do you do that?
Um. So I think it's the secret is in the service. It's in the details. It's in the service. I try to I try to do what I would want as a customer for my customers. I want to be on alert while I'm waiting for somebody. If like Excel gives me a 3-hour deadline, I'm anxiety for the 2 hours that they're not there. I'm like, are they even gonna show up, or did I just waited here the whole day or whatever? So I really
Right.
try to communicate that whole path to them. Like, I don't know, and just kind of make them feel like they're spending their money on a service that they're gonna get, and it's gonna be done right. So
Yeah.
I do that, and then I strike when the iron's hot. I definitely always ask for a review verbally, always, because we are a small business and we are trying to get 400. Like, it's not like I'm lying, it's not like I'm saying anything, but I always make sure to add that in. No matter what, is we're a small business. We're trying to get to 400 reviews before the end of the year. It's a tough goal, but I think we can do it. And with customers feeling us, and seeing how happy we are to take their stuff for a good price when the other company just doubled their price or something, or like,
Yeah.
they're, I don't know, I think they're grateful too. And I think it's I'm not gonna say it's easy to get them, but it's like, it's what should happen in a junk removal process. It really should happen that way. It should be a easy, simple solution to getting your stuff removed, for sure.
Yeah. Oh, perfect. So I think a 5-star review in my mind is the result of you. I call it wowing the customer. So
Yeah.
just, wow, that was a great experience. Wow, you did the look. Wow, you went about. Wow, why wouldn't that be worth a 5-star review? And then it's the other step is getting people to actually take action to take that review. And so prompting them, helping them, reminding them, helping
Yeah.
them
Yeah.
give
So
you that
that's what I'm
review.
saying. Straight. So I try to always send it out, like, when I'm on the way, when I'm out the alley. When I'm pulling out the alley, I'm trying to send that review link, so it's right there, easily accessible. It's just a click of the button. Make it as convenient as possible as well, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, it's fun. You guys did an awesome job. I'll share a little bit about that at the end of the thing, since I now have personal experience
Yeah, that's
with
cool,
you.
man. I appreciate it.
So
Part of the tribe.
yeah, there you go.
Part of the
I might
qHaul tribe.
might have to get me a Q removal sweatshirt or
I
something like
got
that
you,
to
man. Don't worry.
got the
44.99. Now I'm just playing.
stand by, folks. Get a Ginsu knife set with it when you're done. So let's look at it from the perspective of your customers or clients. Think of a few of them. How have you made their life better as a result of your service?
So this kind of goes with my own history. My mom still is to this day, even though I have that big truck, she's still a hoarder, like, for real, like to the extent of like it's crazy, and it's like an emotional attachment to the items. She always blames it. She says she grew up in a depression where you had to kind of hold on to everything, and you kind of you didn't really have a lot, so she kind of overdoes it. I don't know. So that's kind of, and throughout my life, it's always been like we've tried. We've called got junk. I remember, and she cussed them out and sent them on their way. Like, I can't believe you would even ask me for that for stuff that I'm throwing away. Can't believe
Mhm.
you would ask that price. So for certain circumstances, like when I see my mom and those people, or when I see, you know what I'm saying, I always, always, always try to be the guy. I always try to do whatever I can, even if I'm not making as much profit. Like, the profit isn't the bottom line for me right now. Even though it should be, and even though I struggle sometimes, and this shit is expensive to run a business, but it's like, I don't know, it's really changing. It's really making this service accessible to certain people that really just would rather just not even have to deal with it, or leave it for somebody else to deal with.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mess with a lot of senior citizens who don't who she like they said they'll never be able to get a new couch. That they thought they'll never be able to get a new couch because they can't afford to get their old couch removed. They don't have the guys to do it. They don't know what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? So I think we do impact people's lives. I think once they see that clean space, where all their junk was occupying, and they see how much, you know what I'm saying, actual usable spaces in their lives, I think it has to improve your life. Like, a
Yeah.
junk removal is something, even if you only noticed it once a week throughout the week or whatever. When you look over at that corner of the yard and it's cleaner, it's like you take a little bit more pride in your home, a little bit more pride in your surroundings.
Yeah. I think what impressed me about you was you take care of the situation. So that's getting the junk out of there, but also have a mindset of taking good care of the people, because everybody comes to it with it, as you mentioned, a different emotional attachment and a different need. So
Yeah.
that's great.
Yeah.
So give me
Another, sorry, I'm sorry. I just want
keep
to add this.
going.
Another
Go.
thing though that's really good is like I even have to remind myself, it's like I don't rush the job ever. Like, if the guy wants to sit there and talk about Pokemon, I don't care. Like, if that's what he wants me for right at this moment, like, it's not like he's paying for my services, like, or anything. That's just because I like that personal time. So that's part of the job time too. Like, I would always encourage all my employees to, like, if they're talking to you, you talk back. Like, don't even work. You don't have to work at that point. Like, it's not, because our job is so fast paced. It's not about an hour, or it's not, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm not saying just BS, but get the job done, but take your time and actually listen to your customer for real, because they say a lot in those little conversations, and that
Yeah.
does make the difference sometimes, for sure.
Well, and that adds to that wow factor, right? Because
Yeah,
anybody can come in and haul my stuff away, but to have that added touch, that's a bonus there. So, all
for
right,
sure.
brainstorm with me 3 scenarios or kind of common jobs that you have. I heard, maybe people moving and needing to get rid of stuff, or I know with my parents as they move, getting rid of junk. What are some other scenarios that you like to
Um,
work in?
a big one, the most common one I've been seeing is new furniture. People get new furniture, and the new furniture places won't take the old furniture place. They won't take it because Colorado's #1 for bed bugs first, but it's just also mixing the new stuff with
Right.
So yeah, I know that I noticed that a lot of the jobs are like people replacing their furniture, or just upgrading, because we're
Yep.
a throwaway society. It's just like,
Yep.
just throw it away and get some new stuff. Um, elderly people, like a lot of people in the senior living communities, um, they're they're like they're usually on a budget, but they always just want some simple stuff, or some heavy old furniture that would never move ever if they, it hasn't moved since they put it in their house because it's so heavy.
Right.
But yeah, usually that's a big one. And like you said, moving people who are moving, that it's usually either they're downsizing, um, or if they're upsizing, they don't want to take their old stuff usually. It's a lot of old stuff they don't want to take. And it's like, let's get off. I see a lot of brand new houses with just garages full of boxes because everything in the house is new. Every single thing was ordered off Amazon. So it's just Amazon boxes for real. And they, yeah. But I see a lot of that too. Like move-ins, just a nice little pile of stuff that just not going to fit in the new house, or they don't want to take to the new house.
Yeah. Is there anything that you really can't haul? We should let customers know about, or clients?
Yeah, we can't haul paint and hazardous materials. And they say, oh, it's wet paint. So like if it's dried up, we could take it. But if you were to put kitty litter in it and let it dry up, I could take it. But that's the only way that we can dump it and be responsible with it. I know that's crazy that kitty litter is the big change, but yeah, they say if you put kitty litter in it, it's okay. It will dry it out, let it dry out or whatever. Like hazardous materials, like lawn stuff, like weed killer or bleach or cleaning supply, stuff like that, we're not supposed to take as well.
Got it. Okay. Let's do this. I'm going to have you go away for a second, and I'm going to talk to the folks watching this, because I have had personal experience working with Eriq and his team at qHaul Junk Removal. And believe me, it's not my first day at looking at reviews and websites. In fact, I spent a career on how to wow customers. Even wrote books about it. And this guy and his team actually wowed the daylights out of me. And they were efficient. They were quick. I felt like it was a very fair price for what they did. And what really impressed me was all along the way, I got text messages. We're on our way. We'll be there in 30 minutes. Like he said, I wasn't sitting around for 3 hours waiting for the cable guy to show up. Yeah. So if you need junk removal, absolutely run, don't walk. We'll have the contact information at the end of this video as well. And yeah, get the free or the upgraded sweatshirt there. So all right.
I got you, man. I got you.
All right. So I'm back now. So I gave a little commercial. So bottom line, what's your vision for your company? And we'll end with this. Give us the big picture.
I think the big picture is just keep doing what we're doing. Take it from a I don't know if I'm using the right word. I think it's microcosm, like our own kind of community, because I feel like we do make a change in the community. I walk through stores and I see old customers I've used. Everybody kind of remembers us. We make a notable impact on a positive impact on our community right now. But I want to just take that and make it a bigger scale. I want to be able to change the world with this as much as we can. And I feel like as much as God blesses me, I feel like I want to do as much good as I can with, it's not like I just want to get filthy rich and I don't know. My company, I want the company to do as good as it can, so we can do as good as we can with the resources we get. We can bless other people. I want to receive the blessing so we can be the blessing for other people for sure.
Perfect. Okay. And I think absolutely you're having an impact. You're making a difference. That's why we do these small business showcase interview series. You rocked it. High five, boom. And we'll see you the next time we need somebody to haul junk from our place. All right. With that, Mark Rosenberger wishing you an extraordinary day.
Thank you so much, Mark. We appreciate you.
All right, buddy.